Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for being with us today on the auspicious occasion of His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj Vyas Puja. And on behalf of the all Hyderabad congregation of His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj, we welcome you to the auspicious occasion of Maharaj Vyasa Puja. And we'll start this program by reading Mangala Charanam. Please read with me, all of us. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Mena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Shacha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sacha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Patyatya Dishatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'm sorry, I forgot. Vancha kalpadubhasya Krupa Sindhubhaya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Now we will see a short video of Maharaj, a brief life of Maharaj. So now we will display on the TV. So followed by this, we will have Maharaj offering to Srila Prabhupada, given by His Grace Deen Dayal Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, a life dedicated to Srila Prabhupada. On this most auspicious occasion of Vyas Puja, we offer our respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj, a devoted disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Today is not merely a celebration of spiritual master's appearance, it is a celebration of a life lived fully in the service of Srila Prabhupada, a life rooted in obedience, enriched by devotion, and offered completely to the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Introduction of Romapada Swami Maharaj. Srila Romapada Swami Maharaj appeared on December 27, 1948 in New York City. From a young age, he showed a thoughtful, principled nature and a deep interest in spiritual truth. Raised in a Christian family, he sincerely reflected on the Bible and often asked profound questions about loving God, serving others, and the nature of kingdom of God. His search for clear answer led him to explore transcendental knowledge, eventually to Bhagavad Gita. He studied several English translations and practiced meditation, and yet he felt his spiritual questions were still incomplete. And then there was a time in the year 1969, as a student of State University of New York, Srila Romapada Swami Maharaj finally found the path of absolute truth that had been searching for. And when he heard His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in their college campus, hearing Srila Prabhupada purely chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra left a deep impression on his heart, and his journey into Krishna consciousness had begun. He did not merely receive instructions of Srila Prabhupada, he embraced them as his life and soul. Driven by a deep sense of indebtedness to Srila Prabhupada's purity and sacrifice to deliver a divine message to the Western world that was now changing his life, he set aside a promising medical career to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada. He received Harinam Diksha in 1971 and later Brahman initiation in 1972. For decades, he served faithfully at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Govind in New York, leading Sankirtan devotee teams, distributing Srila Prabhupada book, and in 1983, he accepted the renounced order of sannyas, traveling across the continents to spread the Krishna consciousness. His decision, his preaching, his leadership all flows from a single unwavering principle, that is, how will it please Srila Prabhupada. Under his inspiration and direction, many Sunday schools, congregation development programs have sprouted and flourished. He has inspired others to start Bhakti Yoga clubs, Krishna lunch, and at many universities due to his indebtedness to Srila Prabhupada and particular circumstances in which he contacted Krishna consciousness. Srila Romapada Swami Maharaj remains forever dedicated to the college preaching, including the top class educational institutes like MIT, Stanford, Harvard, University of Illinois, and Penn University, and within India also IIT Delhi, BITS Pilani, and have been guest speaker at Fortune 500 corporations such as Intel, Microsoft, Lucent, Cisco. Just as 6 Goswamis were expert in stabilizing eternal religious principles, Srila Romapada Swami has dedicated his life to deep scrutinizing study of the Vaishnava scriptures. His unwavering faith in the holy name of the Lord and his particular love for Srimad Bhagavatam shines as a beacon of light, guided by the profound realizations from the message of Srimad Bhagavatam. He had successfully established vibrant and robust spiritual communities across the world. He has led electrifying pilgrimage yatras to the holy cities of India and following the footsteps of the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Vaishnava Acharyas, conducted spiritually nourishing seminars, emphasizing deep study of Srila Prabhupada books as a foundation of spiritual life, guide devotees through inquiries in the absolute, a weekly email digest offering thought-provoking answers to the advanced Krishna consciousness. Srila Romapada Swami, with a heart full of humanity and friendship, he served in a great harmony with his God brothers, demonstrating the true spirit of Vaishnava togetherness by frequently inviting his esteemed God brothers to lead seminars and share their realizations during the yatras. The contribution of Srila Romapada Swami Maharaj to the mission of Srila Prabhupada are truly oceanic, matched only by the depth of his Vaishnava qualities. His life is a testament to the power of total surrender, as he wrote in his 2024 Vyas Puja offering to Srila Prabhupada, "Loyalty to you is my life and soul. You can do with me as you like." These words are not merely a sentiments, but the very heartbeat of his existence. A life completely offered at the lotus feet of his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, may we learn from you your life how to serve sincerely, hear submissively, and remain loyal at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. Oh Gurudev, please bless us even a fraction of your faith, humility, and dedication. All glories to His Romapada Swami Maharaj. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Ish Prabhu, for a brief history of His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. Now, I request Deen Dayal Prabhu to read the homage to Srila Prabhupada from Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Romapada Swami Niti Namine. Romapada Swami Maharaj is offering to his Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachacha Deshatarine Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langaite Girim Yatkrupadam Aham Vande Sri Gurum Dinataranam. My dear and most respected spiritual master and eternal father, please accept my most humble and respectful obeisances in the dust of your most merciful lotus feet. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. You are Krishna's ambassador, directly from Golok Vrindavan, carrying to the world an unceasing of our forgotten relationship with Krishna. This is not mere hyperbole, by your own admission. His Divine Grace told my friend Tamal Krishna Goswami, in Goloka Krishna told me, you go down there and preach. I replied to the Lord, it is such a nasty place. I don't want to go. Please let me stay here. But Krishna persisted and said, don't worry about anything. I will make every arrangement for your comfort. In the meantime, write your books, and when you have refinished, then you can return. Srila Prabhupada concluded. Then I said, all right. Navabraja Mahima by Sivaram Swami Maharaj, Volume 7, Chapter 32. Who can estimate that you, eternal servant, honoring you in this mood, I want to share but a few inspirations which continue to propel me forward in the senior years of my devotional life. A life singularly and exclusively dedicated to you and your mission. I take much inspiration from your own expression that you had the in-person association with your Guru Maharaj on only a handful of occasions. Yet you never left his association and have never felt separated from him. To Satyadanya in Tokyo, 1972. So far, personal association with the Guru is concerned, I was only with my Guru Maharaj 4 or 5 times. But I have never left his association, not even for a moment, because I am following his instructions. I have never felt any separation. There are some of my God brothers here in India who had constant personal association with Guru Maharaj, but who are neglecting his orders. This is just like the bug who is sitting on the lap of the king. He may be very puffed up by his position, but all he can succeed in doing is biting the king. Personal association is not so important as association through service. There are many of us who, due to providential arrangements, can also attest to the modest number of opportunities we had to be in your personal association. Much of my junior years of brahmachari life were physically distant from your divine grace. Yet, I remain to this day vibrantly inspired and connected to you, representing your divine grace and your sublime instructions. I fall at your feet with the earnest prayer for your mercy to always refine and amplify my aspiration to become a qualified instrument in your ongoing mission. I take as your blessing that as the years pass, the vitality of my dedication to your mission, and to living by your teachings does not waver or fade in the least. One of those teachings and examples set by you was your emphasis on college preaching, for which I was personally on the receiving end. For example, in December 1972, you wrote Sukadeva Prabhu in Seattle. My request to you is that you enter into the universities and colleges wherever possible and preach there with a view to recruiting some first-class devotees for helping me manage and push on this movement all over the world. That will be the best contribution. Now, spread this idea also to the other leaders. Appeal yourself to the high class of men, not the mass. Mass too, we do not eliminate anyone. But if best men are there to run on things, mass will follow later. You even requested your secretary, Shyamasundar Prabhu, to handwrite a note at the bottom of this letter. Kindly xerox and distribute copies of this letter to all temple presidents, GBC and sannyasis. For decades, dedication to this part of your mission has occupied a major role in my life, as has the encouragement of distribution of your all-important life-changing BBT books and your Bhakti Vedanta purports. Both delight and reassurance arise again and again when, over time, all the essential elements as well as the subtle refinements found in your BBT purports, traced directly to the writings of the six Goswamis and other predecessor Acharyas. At the same time, your inimitable style of communication makes access to even the most subtle points of philosophy so easy to understand and digest. Resting upon these and many more inspirations in my relationship with you as your faithful disciple, for whatever days or weeks or years remaining in this lifetime, please grant me the strength to remain always aspiring to become your ever more useful and effective servant. For that matter, I beg to remain your eternal servant, Romapada Swami.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhu, Deendayal Prabhu. Now, despite busy schedule of Maharaj, Maharaj has taken some time for us, all of us, and he made some video for all of us to give some message on the occasion of his Vyasa Puja. Let's hear from Guru Maharaj what the message for all of us.
Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshta Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This weekend, many devotees are coming from different parts of the country to take part in a Vyasa Puja festival. Many of you know the lunar calendar date is different than the solar calendar date, usually, and this year was one. So the lunar calendar Vyasa Puja date has already passed, and the solar calendar date is about to happen. And I've been asked to make a recording for those of you that would like to view some message about Vyasa Puja for this year. Now, two things. Vyasa Puja indicates one who is representing Vyas in a formal manner, then on their birthday, a puja or a celebration in honor of their birthday is called Vyasa Puja, because that person is representative of Vyas. And Vyasadeva propounded the entirety of the Vedic texts and distributed it to his various representatives and so forth. So Vyasa Puja, that's the meaning. And there's certain elementary procedures that are according to and then I want to share a little bit with you the theme. The theme each year we identify, it's been a practice, a theme of the event is identified. And some time ago, I decided very clearly the theme I would like for this particular coming Vyasa Puja. And that is preserving the position of Srila Prabhupada in the coming period of time that passes after we depart, and that the Hare Krishna movement will continue, and the prominence of the founder Acharya, because ISKCON, after all, is Srila Prabhupada's creation. Prior to Srila Prabhupada, there were examples of such entities. Vishva Vaishnava Raja Sabha was Bhakti Vinod Thakur's creation, formal entity, legal entity, and the association of devotees. In his words, the whole universe, Vishva, the whole universe, like Vishwarupa, the universal form, the association of devotees throughout the universe. And then Bhaktisiddhanta, in his way, he established Gaudiya Math, and Srila Prabhupada established ISKCON. So of course there's differences, but the main message was to further his mission, and the mission of Krishna consciousness. Of course, that's Prabhupada's term, but bhakti, Bhagavat bhakti, and letting Bhagavat bhakti become known far and wide through various means, kirtan and book distribution and speaking, going door to door, etc., etc. And bringing Krishna consciousness into a dark place, the material world is a dark place. And light in a dark place is most welcome. And we, I, and all the rest of us are recipients of that light or mercy that Srila Prabhupada distributed. And he did so in a very powerful, pure, creative, responding to the plus and minus that Prabhupada encountered, and they spread it and spread it and spread it and trusted the spreading to all of us. So we're products of that mercy that he widely, liberally distributed. Now, go in time, is that going to fade? The prominence, will it fade? And time tells us, yes. The same prominence that existed during Prabhupada's time has already, to some degree, become different. You can say faded, but it's not the same. And going over the next generation and few generations, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, likely the same name will be ISKCON, and the prominence of the founder Acharya. So, as Prabhupada said, there may be many Acharyas, but there's one founder Acharya. The position is unique. So the purpose, the theme of this gathering, this particular Vyasa Puja gathering, is to amplify that theme. And there'll be different speakers on that topic, and rather than going through what the agenda is, different speakers will come, and some will be personally present, some will be virtually present, but taking that theme and amplifying that theme, so that you all, and then because you all are the future, after a number of us are no longer present, then what? And what's the consciousness going to be? What's the Krishna consciousness movement going to be? And details are for sure and certain going to modify, that's fine. The essence and principle must not morph or be lost. So we're going to be spending time on what are those essential principles or missions and messages of our founder Acharya, and what can we do to receive them as they are, and what can we do to preserve them and move them forward in time. And so I'm inviting all of you to hear the recordings, contemplate the subject, and in your remote places, wherever you may be, consider how the prominence of our founder Acharya can remain intact in your life, and after your life, pass on to the next generation, because that's, Prabhupada said, Krishna consciousness is very simple. It's very simple. Learn something, become expert at that something, and train others. That's Krishna consciousness. That's our motto or our methodology. Learn something, become expert at something, train others. Of course, in Krishna consciousness. Just like this very nice definition of utsahan. Utsahan means enthusiasm. And what's the nice definition? Prabhupada's nice definition. Endeavor, I'll say it twice. Endeavor with intelligence in Krishna consciousness. That's enthusiasm. One more time. What's enthusiasm? Endeavor with intelligence in Krishna consciousness. That's enthusiasm. Oh, that's going to be our message. I'm appealing to you. With enthusiasm, endeavor. With intelligence, how to maintain the prominence of our founder Acharya, that's his books, the teachings within his books, and then the exercise of what's in his books and application, in the world amongst you, those who you interact with and those who you don't even know at all, and distribute by your nice example and your words the message of Krishna at the center instead of selfishness at the center or something other than Krishna at the center. So that's my little Vyasa Puja message. And I hope you have a nice gathering in your locations and that you get the opportunity to hear, review, and discuss the topic that we'll be discussing also, and they'll be recorded for your benefit. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, for giving your time and preparing this short video and giving a message how we have to be part of your Guru Maharaj, His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada's mission. And definitely we will all be part of expanding the message of Krishna consciousness wherever it is possible. We will make our efforts and spread Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. And now we requested Radhesham Prabhu. He is one of the HDMC member in ISKCON Abhids temple. He is also president in a Pune temple. I think he does not require any introduction, but to say about Prabhu. Prabhu is doing many things in ISKCON, and he is tirelessly working to spread the Krishna consciousness across the globe. And he was appointed for various roles as a offshore messenger. And I'm not able to recollect the title of his job, but he often, every year, he travels to US and he encourages the youth to take the Krishna consciousness. And he's also strongly situated in the Shastras, spiritual knowledge. And he always talks, many people release his classes because he always take the references from the Srila Prabhupada purports. And he's immensely doing many activities across ISKCON. Thank you so much, Radhesham Prabhu, for giving your time and making a short video message for all of us. Now we will hear what Prabhu is saying. Hare Krishna.
I'm very glad to have an opportunity to glorify His Holiness Romapada Maharaj on his Vyas Puja day. You see, Vyas Puja day is a very important day. We glorify Guru and the entire Guru Parampara and express our gratitude for the greatest service that they have done for us. In this world, the service rendered by the Guru, it cannot be repaid back, even in millions of lifetimes, because Guru is connecting us back to Krishna. He is hand-holding us, walking us like a toddler child being walked by the mother, and is leading us to Krishna. So it's a very special day when we get an opportunity to remember the glorious activities of the spiritual master and the Vaishnava, and cherish them. That's why they said we should know how to recognize the Guru, how to honor him, and how to follow him. So the Vyas Puja days are days for recognizing the various contribution of the Guru. So His Holiness Romapada Maharaj, his glories are oceanic, but I would like to highlight one of his glories today. You see, Maharaja is very deep in his understanding of the philosophy and in his answering the questions and teaching. And he painstakingly guides the disciples and the devotees worldwide by systematically administering the transcendental knowledge to them in appropriate forums. This is one of my greatest admiration for Maharaj. For more than 40 to 50 years, he has been doing this steadily and consistently, day after day, month after month, year after year, traveling around. He has given some instruction to certain disciples that you work as a professor in a university, stay near the university, husband and wife cooperatively, reach out to the students, and then a group of families stay around and they all practice together. And Maharaj's vision is something that I'm amazed by, thrilled by, and I would like to emulate in my preaching too. More than I've heard from various disciples of Maharaj that more than about 40 places in America, many of his disciples, Maharaj has given them very clear vision. Stay close to university, preach and make devotees. You all stay unitedly with one another, grihasthas, staying and helping one another. Priti Lakshanam, they come together and do. And they also come together for the morning, chant together, hear together, discuss Shastra together, and take help of one another. And also give out that mercy in the form of preaching and making devotees in the university. So when it comes to countries like America, for example, people are spread out. It's a very vast country. But Maharaj has made a Sangha of the devotees to stay. And he personally goes there, I have heard. He stays with them in intervals time to time. He goes to different groups and stays with them and gives morning class, evening class, meets the devotees and encourages them, nourishes them, gives specific instructions to them. And then in Geetanagari or in Dallas, he organizes yearly 4 times very nice retreats. And where there are retreats for the devotees, in order to do the japa better, in order to study the Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita better and gain a deeper understanding. And there are also retreats for newcomers, sensitive dealings or emotional intelligence and various types of activities. And the beauty of Maharaj is, he is such a broad-minded Vaishnava that he welcomes various visiting speakers, preachers to his retreats. Like when he does for 3 days, he also involves other devotees. Once Amarendra Prabhu told me, Maharaj had invited him to speak. Similarly, Maharaj has also invited other leaders also. So Maharaj does his part. He also involves other leaders. In this way, very beautifully, he trains up new people, he trains up the devotees, sometimes 3 to 4 days, and Maharaj has rounded the important days like the 4 or 5 special bulk holidays which come in America. In the same manner, in India also, the disciples of His Holiness Romapada Maharaj, I always adore them for their serious practice. Like I know in Indore, there is a very nice big group of devotees whom I meet. And whenever I go to Bhopal, Indore and Ujjain, I get to meet them. I can see, similarly in Hyderabad, the group of devotees so strictly, so sincerely, so seriously, they practice. I have observed that wherever Maharaj's disciples are staying, their study of the Shastra is very serious. Their service is very spotless. They do it very strictly. They adhere to the plan without fail. And they have a great focus in spiritual life. I can see it is due to his training. Painstakingly he has invested time in taking for yatras, in personalized instruction giving and attention. So this is such a great support for the disciples. They can take inspiration and then they get a set of instructions to follow and then produce some results in terms of devotees. I know one of the devotees is Satya Sai Prabhu, who is my very good friend since many years. So I was working with Microsoft and he had arranged many programs for Maharaj and corporate programs through which many new people will get interested. And then there's a further cultivation. I heard at one point of time he had worked there for almost 17 years and more than 40 or 50 people got initiated in such a good, reputed company like Microsoft. And then Maharaj told him to move to Austin. Now in Austin, under the guidance of Maharaj, Prabhu is doing such a beautiful service there. He has made a center for the American youths, one for the girls, one for the boys. He has made a center for the Indian youths close to his temple, and he is also coming up with a nice preaching center there. And just opposite to college, these centers are existing and they are flourishing now. Maharaj is a man with a vision for preaching, and he is persistent, consistent, steady, very sacrificing. These qualities of Maharaj, when grooming the disciples and making them serious devotees, that is something that touches my heart the most. Like the recent visit to America, I got to meet one Prakash Prabhu, who is now Param Daman Prabhu, I think. So that Prabhu has been a student of Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Boston. And during his student time, he was a chaplain, and he made like 30, 40 devotees in MIT. Very difficult not to crack Massachusetts. And it's Maharaj's mercy that he visits colleges like MIT or Illinois Institute of Technology and such reputed Ivy League universities. And he gives very profound lectures, very, very much relatable and understandable for the students of such high-profile students. And then he gives the local preacher an opportunity to cultivate those people. And in this way, Maharaj made Prakash Prabhu into a very nice devotee. Later on, he moved to Singapore. Many of the students also migrated to Singapore, I heard. He comes on and off to Boston, so I got to meet him. I got to hear some of the glories of Maharaj from him. So, in the same manner, in Boston also there is one very good couple, one Parth Prabhu and his good wife Atulya Mataji, very serious devotees. They do deity worship service, they teach children, they have preaching programs to the congregation. Very fixed up and very focused. So, just as a mango tree produces mangoes, when we see good mango-like disciples, I can naturally glorify the mango tree, which is Maharaj, for producing such wonderful devotees in this world. And through them, bringing many, many more people to Krishna consciousness. And these days, I am going to America as a global duty officer for preaching in America. When I see these good examples, it deeply satisfies me, and it gives me opportunity to connect and draw inspiration from them. So thank you, Maharaj, for your shining example of being such a wonderful Vaishnava. So we pray at your lotus feet on this auspicious Vyas Puja day. May we cultivate a drop of your ocean of good qualities. Thank you. His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for giving your time and sending a message. Now I request His Grace Deen Dayal Prabhu to read his offering to Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangum langāyate girim yatkrupatamam vande Sri Gurum Deenataranam. My dear Guru Maharaj, I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, the deliverer of all fallen souls, whose mercy turns the dumb into eloquent speakers and enables the lame to cross mountains. Dear most respectful Guru Maharaj, please accept our humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. All glories to His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, on the eve of your Vyasa Puja day, several of your devotees joined together at different centers to offer their respective love and appreciation towards your divine grace. With your causeless mercy, we make an attempt to write a few words about your worthy and divine qualities that come from our hearts on this auspicious day. It is 20 years since we come in contact with you and started moving forward in Krishna consciousness practices. With your guidance and encouragement, given through her Grace Prematarani Mataji in USA, and later through His Grace Jagadanda Prabhu in Indore, we started growing step by step in devotional practices. Guru Maharaj, you are very much concerned about each devotee, not only for his spiritual progress, but also his all-round welfare. Our family is the best example who derived benefit out of your benevolent attitude and approach. You are always in the mood of propagating Krishna consciousness and leave no stone unturned in bringing up every individual to our group to higher devotional level in spite of several impediments. Preaching to Chinese devotee group stands for litmus test. In view of entry barriers for their arrival into India, you have chosen to give association exclusively to them by conducting yatra in nearby Sri Lanka. This is followed by yatra for entire devotee community in Sri Lanka, narrating the Sundarakanda of Ramayana in the current year, which is the appropriate and fitting topic in Sri Lanka. All the devotees are fully immersed for 12 days in relishing the Sundarakanda in different locations in Sri Lanka. We have taken this concept today to appreciate the efforts made by you and put up the necessary Ramayana decoration in your Vyasa Day today. Hanuman's contemplation and efforts in jumping over the sea and finding Sita and events followed thereafter are discussed threadbare. The way it is compared to Srila Prabhupada's efforts to travel to America as per his Guru's instructions, with the efforts made by Hanuman for the sake of finding Sita to please Ramachandra, is wonderful attempt and quite apt. Guru Maharaj, you are a relentless preacher and continuous traveler. After the Sri Lanka Yatra, before we reach home, we have already reached Abu Dhabi and started class there. That is your sincerity and strong adherence to the instructions of your Guru Maharaj, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, please bless us that we remain always under the shelter of your lotus feet, follow your instructions, and render the required services to move forward in our spiritual path. We pray Radha and Krishna and our Nitai Chaitanya Chandra on this day once again to give you enough strength, health, and vitality to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada for a long time to come. Your most insignificant servants, Dinadayal Das and Kanaka Manjari Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Now we have a video message from one of senior disciple of His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. So, Padmanabha Swami Prabhu, Padmanabha Prabhu. Senior disciple of Maharaj. Now he recorded a video message for glorification of Maharaj. So let's hear from Prabhu.
All glories to Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada. It's on this happy occasion of celebrating Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja in Hyderabad today. very happy to share my thoughts. We're all very fortunate to have Guru Maharaj in our lives. I mean, I don't think I can describe it adequately. I first met Guru Maharaj in the year 2001 when I went to US. Jagadananda and Anandaravandana had got married in the month of February in 2001, and in September my wife and I went there. I think we arrived in US on 4th of September, and Maharaj came there to their house for a home program on 7th of September, just 3 days later. I mean, I think it was all Krishna's arrangement, because I quit my job looking for something to do meaningful in life, and there I meet Maharaj just 3 days after I leave. I quit my job on August 1st, September 4th I was in US, and September 7th I meet Maharaj. And somehow on that day I got the impression that I have at last met somebody who will show me the way, right way, to move on from here onwards. And that day I remember Maharaj asked me, have you read any books of Srila Prabhupada? I told him yes. Then he asked me, what book have you read? I said, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, because that was the first book I read. And I was very impressed with that book, and I shared my thoughts on that. And Maharaj was very happy to hear, because Maharaj has, later on I realized that he holds the Goswamis in they're very close to his heart in a sense, and especially Jiva Goswami and Rupa Goswami. So he was very happy to hear that. And then he told me that the same year, 2001 November, Kartik, he will be conducting a Vrindavan Yatra. That was the first Yatra. And he suggested that I would attend that Yatra. And so my wife and I attended that Yatra in 2001 November in Vrindavan. It was a small group. I think we were just about a busload, or maybe 2 buses. And Ashish Lahoti Prabhu and these Indore devotees, they were organizing that Yatra. I think, yeah, that was the next one. And it was a small group. And then Maharaj at the end of the Yatra asked me to record my realizations or experience of the Yatra. And then while returning in the railway station, I sat down and wrote email to Maharaj stating what all realizations I had. And there was, I think Krishna Lila Mataji attended that Yatra, and there were some foreign devotees also. And I was very impressed really with Maharaj and his disciples, the way the whole Yatra went. And of course, I had a natural fondness for Vrindavan, which I had visited during my school years in Delhi when I was there. So I sent and Maharaj posted that on the group, I believe, I was told later on. He circulated that email to all the others also. And that's how it started. And then from there onwards, I attended all the other yatras regularly, except one I think I missed. And it's such a coincidence, or I don't know, maybe it is Krishna's design, that later on, finally, the service Maharaj gave me, which I've been doing for the last 15 years, is yatra coordination. So, and then Maharaj used to visit Hyderabad, and I also used to visit Hyderabad when he came. Maharaj used to visit Visakhapatnam, so I would go to Visakhapatnam to attend his lectures. So every year almost I was meeting Maharaj, and I could see that Maharaj had such a sincere desire to train his disciples. Such a sincere desire, he made such a sincere effort in training, and whenever he gave lectures, he stressed on the application, the relevance of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam to our everyday lives. And it was very useful for me. For me, it was such a revelation. Exactly what I was looking for, I thought. Maharaj is delivering me that information. And during his visits to Hyderabad also, I had some opportunity to do some service, like I used to do his laundry, some menial services I used to do. And later on, he gave me a service of translation work. So, like that, gradually, I had a strong desire to render some service, although I never asked him directly. But somehow, I think Maharaj reads the heart of the devotee, I think. And because he's so, he's very intense in his training. And he has a very close relation with the disciples. So then he gave me this service of yatra coordination. And he would guide me at at every step in the initial years. He used to guide me on very many small details. And he responds to emails. No email, almost within 24 hours, I think, practically, whenever I send an email to him, within 24 hours he will respond, he will send a reply to that. So very endearing qualities Maharaj has, and very fortunate, because I understand that not all disciples in ISKCON have such a one-to-one contact with their Guru Maharajas. Because some of them have a large number of disciples, so it is very difficult to have a one-on-one relationship with. But our Guru Maharaj, he has a one-on-one relationship with almost every devotee. He is in correspondence with them, and they share their experiences with them, and he responds, he guides them. So we are very fortunate to have Maharaj, despite of all his responsibilities. And he had GBC responsibilities. And he travels a lot and with a very rigorous schedule. He never misses out on his schedule. He is very committed to that. And all this he does as an offering to Prabhupada, his own Guru Maharaj. Maharaj says that his personal contact with Guru, his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, was not so much. But in terms of service, he used to do book distribution in the early days of ISKCON, and very committed service he used to render. And that is how his relationship with Prabhupada was built, through service. And this is an important aspect which I kind of draw inspiration from him, that it is only through rendering service to devotees that we can develop a relationship with our spiritual master and Krishna, because Krishna is pleased when we serve his devotees. And then he showers his mercy upon us, and then things begin to kind of work out. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. So I wish you all a happy Vyasa Puja day. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Little sharing about Prabhu. As Prabhu mentioned in the video, that Guru Maharaj conducts yatras every year to the different holy places in India. And every time when Maharaj declares yatra schedule, Prabhu is the first person. Prabhu and his team members, they first go to the place and they will survey everything, what is available, where it is available, how make devotees comfortable, everything from a small thing to the big thing. They will go and ensure that everything will be ready. And when we go there, we don't see anything, everything will be in place. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for being a inspiration for all of us. And at the age of, at this age, Prabhu still dedicating his life to make sure that all the services are in place to make devotees comfortable during the yatras. Thank you, Prabhu. And now I would like to invite Satya Gopi. Sorry. Now I would like to invite Satya Gopinath Prabhu, His Grace Satya Gopinath Prabhu. He was co-president in Abid's ISKCON temple, and he led the Rajahmundry ISKCON temple for some years, and now still he's doing some services to the ISKCON Rajahmundry. We are so fortunate to have him on this occasion, and let's say Hari Bol to Prabhu loudly, Hari Bol. Now, Prabhu also had some beautiful exchanges with Maharaj. Let's hear his sweet exchanges with Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. I think everybody can understand Telugu, right? I think you can.
ఓం అజ్ఞానతిమిరంధస్య జ్ఞానాంజనశలాకయాం చక్షురున్మిలితం येन తస్మై శ్రీగురవే నమః. నమో ఓం విష్ణుపాదాయ కృష్ణప్రస్థాయ భూతలే శ్రీమతే రోమపాద స్వామి ఇది నామినే. నమో ఓం విష్ణుపాదాయ కృష్ణప్రస్థాయ భూతలే శ్రీమతే జయపతాక స్వామినితి నామినే. నమో ఓం విష్ణుపదాయ కృష్ణప్రస్థాయ భూతలే శ్రీమతే భక్తి వేదాంత స్వామినితి నామినే. నమస్తే సారస్వతి దేవం గౌరవాణి ప్రచారణే నిర్విశేషూన్యవాది పశ్చాత్తదేష్టారణే. జై శ్రీకృష్ణ చైతన్య ప్రభు నిత్యానంద శ్రీ అద్వైత గదాధర శివాసాది గౌరభక్త బృందం. హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే హరే, హరే రామ 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 హరే హరే. మొట్టమొదట నా అపాలజీస్, నేను ప్రణామం చేయలేను. ఐ వెంట్ త్రూ నీ ఆపరేషన్, సో ఫర్గివ్ మీ ఫర్ దట్. సో ఈరోజు చాలా భాగ్యంగా భావిస్తూ ఉన్నాను. నేనేదో వరదకృష్ణ ప్రభు పిలిస్తే వచ్చాను. సో నా ఫార్చ్యూన్ ఈరోజు రోమపాద్ మహారాజుల వారి వ్యాస పూజ మహోత్సవం ఇక్కడ జరుగుతుంది, పాల్గొనేటువంటి అవకాశం. కొన్ని సంవత్సరాల క్రిందట ఒకసారి ఏదో అట్లాగే వెళ్ళాను బెంగళూరు టెంపుల్కి, వరదకృష్ణ ప్రభు టెంపుల్కి. ఆ రోజు కూడా మహారాజుల వారి వ్యాస పూజ ఉండింది, దాంట్లో పాల్గొనే అవకాశం నాకు లభించింది. ఇది సెకండ్ వ్యాస పూజ. సో నేను ఇక్కడ కో ప్రెసిడెంట్గా ఉన్నప్పుడు మహారాజుల వారి యొక్క సాంగత్యం అప్పుడప్పుడు లభించేదన్నమాట. సో నా జీవితంలో ఒక చిన్నది కాదు, చాలా పెద్దది ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్, నా జీవితాన్నే టర్న్ చేసినటువంటి ఒక ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ నేను మహారాజుల వారి దగ్గర నుంచి పొందాను అన్నమాట. ఒకసారి 2007లో మహారాజుల వారు రాజమండ్రి మందిరం ఓపెన్ చేసి ఒక 1 year అయింది. మహారాజుల వారిని ఇన్వైట్ చేస్తే వచ్చారన్నమాట. సో అక్కడ కాంగ్రిగేషను క్లాస్ అది ఇచ్చారు. నేను క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మహారాజుల వారితో నడుచుకుంటూ ఆయన రూమ్లోకి వెళ్తూ, ఇక్కడ డివోటీస్ అందరూ సర్వీసెస్ ఇవన్నీ చాలా బాగా చేస్తారు అని చెప్పి అన్నాను అనమాట. ఇమీడియట్గా మహారాజుల వారు ఒక ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఇచ్చారు. వాళ్ళ దగ్గర సర్వీసెస్ తీసుకోవడం కాదు, వాళ్ళు శ్రవణం బాగా చేసేటట్టు కూడా చూసుకోండి, అప్పుడే వాళ్ళ భక్తిలో వాళ్ళు స్థిరంగా నిలబడేదానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది అని చెప్పి చెప్పారు. యాక్చువల్గా నవవిధ భక్తిలో కూడా మొట్టమొదటిది శ్రవణం. మనం ఎంత బాగా వింటామో అంత బాగా భక్తిలో స్థిరపడేదానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. సో ఈ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షను నేను మహారాజుల వారి దగ్గర నుంచి పొందాను. భక్తులు వినేది తర్వాత విషయం, మొదట నేను నా జీవితంలో ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడం మొదలుపెట్టాను. అది ఏంటంటే, నేను బాగా వినడం మహారాజుల వారి ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ వల్ల, అది సీరియస్గా తీసుకోవడం వల్ల, నేను అది అనుసరించడం వల్ల నేను ఈ మధ్యలో ఒక 5 years పాలిటిక్స్లో కూడా వెళ్ళున్నాను. అంటే అది చాలామంది నేను వెళ్ళానేమో అనుకుంటారు. యాక్చువల్గా బ్యూరో వీళ్ళందరూ కూడా డిసైడ్ చేసి పంపించారు నన్ను. అది బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్లో జరిగింది, అది చాలామందికి తెలీదు. సో అక్కడి వాతావరణానికి వీటన్నిటికి కూడా తట్టుకొని నా 16 మాలలు జపం చేస్తూ భగవంతుడిని సేవించుకోగలిగాను అంటే అది మహారాజుల వారి ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ శ్రవణం అని చెప్పి నేను సంపూర్ణంగా విశ్వసిస్తానన్నమాట. ముఖ్యంగా మనందరం కూడా ఆధ్యాత్మిక జీవితంలో భగవంతుణ్ణి చేరుకోవాలా అనేటువంటి దృక్పథంతో ఇస్కాన్ సంస్థలోకి వచ్చాం మనం. అయితే శ్రీ చైతన్య మహాప్రభు చెప్పారు, బ్రహ్మాండ బ్రహ్మితే కోన భాగ్యవాన్ జీవ గురు కృష్ణ ప్రసాద్ పాయే భక్తిలతా బీజ. బ్రహ్మాండంలో ఎవరయ్యా భాగ్యవంతుడు అంటే గురువు యొక్క ప్రసాదం ఎవరికైతే లభిస్తుందో. అక్కడ కృష్ణ ప్రసాదం అని చెప్పలేదు, కృష్ణ గురువు. ఫస్ట్ గురువు యొక్క ప్రసాదం ఎవరికైతే లభిస్తుందో వాడు భాగ్యవంతుడు. అదే సమయంలో వైష్ణవుల యొక్క ఆశీస్సులు లేకుండా భక్తిలో మనం పురోభివృద్ధిని సాధించడానికి అవకాశం లేదు. నేను ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో కొంత సమయం ఒక 2 years మేల్కోటి అనేటువంటి కర్ణాటకలో ఒక ధామంలో ఎక్కువ సమయం గడిపాను అనమాట. అక్కడ రామానుజుల వారు శ్రీరంగంలో ఆయన ప్రాణానికి ముప్పు ఉంది అని చెప్పి మేలుకోటిలో వచ్చి 12 సంవత్సరాలు గడిపారు. ఆ మేలుకోటికి వచ్చినప్పుడు అక్కడ సాలగ్రామ అన్నటువంటి ఒక గ్రామం ఉంటుంది. అక్కడ నరసింహస్వామి దేవాలయం ఉంటుంది. రామానుజుల వారు మొదట అక్కడికి వచ్చారు. వచ్చి ఆయన ఈ వైష్ణవ తత్వాన్ని ఒక వారం రోజులు 10 రోజులు ఆ ఊరు జనాలకు చెప్తూ ఉన్నారు. ఎవ్వరూ పట్టించుకోలేదు. అంటే అప్పుడు ఈ జైన మతం యొక్క ప్రాబల్యం ఎక్కువగా ఉండింది. అక్కడ రాజుల దగ్గర నుంచి అంతా జైనులు. సో రామానుజుల వారు చెప్తే కూడా వైష్ణవ తత్వం ఎవరూ స్వీకరించలేదు. ఒకరోజు రామానుజుల వారి శిష్యుడైనటువంటి దాశరథి అని చెప్పి ఒక భక్తుడు ఉంటాడు. ఆయన గొప్ప భక్తుడు, గొప్ప స్కాలర్, గొప్ప పండితుడు. రామానుజుల వారు ఉపన్యాసం ఇస్తుంటే మధ్యలో శ్లోకాలు అందించేవాడు. అంత గొప్ప స్కాలర్ అన్నమాట. రామానుజుల వారు ఆయన్ని పిలిచి, ఈ ఊరు జనాలందరూ కూడా ఈ ఊర్లో ఉన్న కొలంలో ఉదయంతో స్నానం చేస్తారు. వాళ్ళు స్నానం చేసేదానికి ముందు మీరెళ్ళి ఆ కొలంలో మీ పాదాలు పెట్టి నిలబడుకోండి అని చెప్తారు. అప్పుడు దాశరథి అడుగుతారు రామానుజుల వారిని, ఎందుకు అట్లా అడుగుతున్నారు గురువర్య అంటారు. నేను చెప్పింది చేయవయ్యా అంటారు. సరేనని చెప్పి ప్రణామం చేసి నేరుగా వెళ్ళి ఆ కొలంలో పాదాలు పెట్టి నిలబడుకుంటాడు. ఆ రోజు ఎవరైతే ఆ కొలంలో స్నానం చేస్తారో వాళ్ళు 3 మునుకలు మునిగిన తర్వాత, స్నానం అయిన తర్వాత రామానుజుల వారు ఒక చెట్టు కింద కూర్చొని ఉంటే నేరుగా ఆయన దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళిపోయి అడియేన్ రామానుజదాసన్ అని చెప్పి రామానుజుల వారికి సాష్టాంగ నమస్కారం చేసి, మిమ్మల్ని గురువుగా స్వీకరిస్తున్నాము, వైష్ణవత్వాన్ని బోధించండి అని చెప్పి ఊరంతా రామానుజుల వారికి శరణాగతి పొందుతారనమాట. అంటే తత్వం చెప్తే అంగీకరించని వ్యక్తులు ఆ భక్తుని పాదాలు ఆ నీళ్లల్లో పెట్టి నిలబడుకుంటే ఆ పాదాలను స్పృశించినటువంటి నీటిలో స్నానం చేయడం వల్ల వాళ్ళల్లో కలిగినటువంటి పరివర్తన అది. మనం కూడా ఒకటే అర్థం చేసుకోవాలా, గురువు వైష్ణవుల యొక్క ఆశీస్సులు మనకు ఉన్నప్పుడే భగవతత్వం అర్థమవుతుంది, భగవంతుణ్ణి మనం చేరుకునేదానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. భక్తిలో ఒక ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి అంశం కూడా మనం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. ఏంటి అంటే అవగాహన. ఎందువల్లంటే బద్ధ స్థితిలో ఉన్నటువంటి మనకు ప్రతిదీ భౌతికంగా కనిపిస్తుంది, నెగటివ్గా కనిపిస్తుంది. గురువు ప్రసాదం ఒక ముద్ద ఎక్కువ తిన్నా కానీ నేనేంది ఎక్కువ తినేస్తున్నాడు అనేటువంటి దృష్టిలో చూసే పరిస్థితి కూడా ఉంటుంది. సో భక్తిలో అవగాహన చాలా ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి అంశం అన్నమాట. ఒకసారి ఒక ఊరికి ఒక సాధువు వస్తాడు. ఆయన సప్తాహం చేస్తూ ఉంటాడు. ఒక యజమాని రోజు వెళ్ళి ఆ సప్తాహంలో పాల్గొని వచ్చి ఆయన ఇంట్లో పంజరంలో ఒక చిలుక ఉంటుంది. ఆ చిలక్కి గురువుగారు ఏం చెప్పారో చెప్పేవాళ్ళు అన్నమాట. చివరి రోజు వస్తుంది, ఆ చిలకతో చెప్తాడు, ఈరోజు లాస్ట్ రోజు గురువుగారు ఉపన్యాసం అంటారు. అప్పుడు ఆ చిలక అంటుంది, దయచేసి గురువుగారిని అడగండి, నాకు ఎప్పుడు విముక్తి కలుగుతుందో అని చెప్పి అడగమంటుంది. ఉపన్యాసం అయిపోయిన తర్వాత క్వశ్చన్ ఆన్సర్ సెషన్లో ఆ గురువుగారి దగ్గరికి యజమాని వెళ్ళి, మా ఇంట్లో పంజరంలో ఒక చిలక ఉంది, దానికి ఎప్పుడు విముక్తి కలుగుతుందో అడగమని చెప్పి మిమ్మల్ని అడిగింది అంటే, అప్పుడు ఆ గురువుగారు ఈయన అడిగిన తక్షణమే అటు పడిపోతాడు. వీడికి భయం వేస్తుంది, నేను అడగంగానే అటు పడిపోయాడంటే నా మీదకి ఏదైనా వచ్చేస్తుందేమో అని చెప్పి అక్కడి నుంచి పారిపోతాడు. ఇంటికి వస్తాడు, చిలక అడుగుతుంది, నా గురించి అడిగారా అంటాను. అడిగారా అంటే, అడిగాను, కానీ నేను అడిగిన తక్షణమే గురువుగారు అట్ట నోరు తెరిచి పడిపోయాడు, నాకు భయం వేసింది, పరిగెత్తుకుని వచ్చేసాను అని చెప్పి వీడు కంగారుగా వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. ఉదయంతో నిద్రలేచి వీడు వ్యాపారానికో ఉద్యోగానికో బయటికి వెళ్ళబోతూ ఉంటే చిలక అట్ట పడిపోయి ఉంటుంది అనమాట. చిలక ఏమైందని చెప్పి వీడు పంజరం తలుపు తెరుస్తాడు, ఆ తుర్రుని ఎగిరి వెళ్ళిపోద్ది అనమాట. తుర్రుని ఎగిరి వెళ్ళిపోద్ది అంటే గురువుగారు అట్ట ఎందుకు పడిపోయాడంటే, నువ్వు అట్ట పడిపోతే నీకు విముక్తి కలుగుతుంది. వీడికి అర్థం కాలేదు, దానికి అర్థమైంది, దానికి విముక్తి కలిగింది అనమాట. సో భక్తిలో మనకు ముఖ్యంగా కావాల్సింది శరణాగతి, అవగాహన. ఆ శరణాగతి అనేది మనం పొంది ఉంటే భగవంతుడి ఆశీస్సులు చాలా సులభంగా లభిస్తాయి, చాలా సులభంగా లభిస్తాయి. భగవంతుడు ఆది పురాణంలో చెప్తాడు, ఎవరన్నా నాకు నేరుగా భక్తుడు అంటే వాడు నా భక్తుడు కాదు, దాస 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 దాసాను దాస. మీ దాసులకి దాసుడికి దాసులకి నేను దాసుడు. సో మనం ఈరోజు చూస్తూ ఉన్నాం, ప్రభుపాదుల వారు అమెరికాకి వెళ్ళారు, వీళ్ళందరూ కూడా ప్రభుపాదుల వారికి శరణాగతి పొందారు. అసలు మనకన్నా కృష్ణుడు అంటే తెలుసు, రాముడు అంటే తెలుసు, ఏం తెలియదు. కానీ వాళ్ళు ఎంత కమిటెడ్గా వాళ్ళ కమిట్మెంట్ ఎట్టా అంటే వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి దగ్గర ఉన్నటువంటి అనంతాళ్వార్ లాంటి కమిట్మెంట్ వాళ్ళది. వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి దగ్గర అనంతాళ్వార్ అని ఒక భక్తుడు ఉండేవాడు. ఆయన పూల కైంకర్యం, పుష్పాలు భగవంతునికి అర్పించేవారు. ఎందువల్ల అంటే ఒక్కొక్క ధామం ఒక్కొక్క దానికి ప్రత్యేకత అంట. మేలుకోటి ధామం జ్ఞాన మంటపం, అక్కడ శ్రీభాష్యాన్ని రామానుజుల వారు రచించారు. తిరుమల వచ్చి పుష్ప మంటపం, అది పుష్ప కైంకర్యం చాలా ప్రత్యేకం. కాంచీపురం వచ్చి వైరాగ్య మంటపం, అక్కడ అన్నిటినీ వదిలేసి శ్రీరంగానికి వెళ్ళిపోయారు రామానుజుల వారు. శ్రీరంగం వచ్చి భోగ మంటపం, అక్కడ సంవత్సరానికి 328 రోజులు ఉత్సవాలు జరుగుతాయి స్వామికి, భోగ మంటపం. ఇక్కడ ఈయన పుష్పాలు ఒకరోజు మాల తయారు చేస్తున్నారంట. ఆ మాల కుడుతూ ఉంటే భగవంతుడు అర్చకుడికి చెప్పాడంట, ఏమయ్యా ఆ అనంతను పిలువు, కొంచెం ఏదో మాట్లాడాలా అన్నాడంట. అర్చకుడు వచ్చి అనంతాళ్వారితో చెప్పాడంట, మిమ్మల్ని స్వామివారు పిలుస్తున్నారని. అనంతాళ్వారు చెప్పాడంట, ఏమయ్యా కనపట్లే నీకు, మాల కుడుతున్నాను, కుట్టిన తర్వాత వస్తానని చెప్పి స్వామికి అన్నాడు. ఏంది భగవంతుడితోటి. ఈ అర్చకుడు వెళ్ళిపోయి, ఏంట్రా వీడు ఎంత అహంకారంగా ఉన్నాడు, స్వామి పిలిస్తే అందరూ పరిగిస్తారు, నేను మాల కుట్టిన తర్వాత వస్తానంటున్నాడని చెప్పి, స్వామి ఆడు మాల కుట్టిన తర్వాత వస్తా అన్నాడు, రానన్నాడు అన్న. ఈయన మాలంతా కుట్టేసి పుట్టలో పెట్టుకొని తీసుకెళ్ళాడంట స్వామి కైంకర్యాన్ని. స్వామి అన్నారంట, ఎంత అహంకారవి, నేను పిలిస్తే రానంటావా, నువ్వు వద్దు, నీ మాల వద్దు, అసలు ఈ కొండ మీద ఉండనే ఉండద్దు, వెళ్ళిపో నువ్వు ఇక్కడి నుంచి అన్నాడంట. అంటే అనంతాళ్వారు అన్నాడంట, ఏమయ్యా ఈ కొండ ఏమన్నా నీదంటాయా, నువ్వు ఒక టెనెంటు నేను ఒక టెనెంటు, ఇది వరాహస్వామి ఓనరు ఈ కొండకి, ఒక టెనెంట్ ఇంకో టెనెంట్ని ఖాళీ చేయమని చెప్పడానికి ఎక్కడన్నా అధికారం ఉందా, నాకు చెప్తావా వెళ్ళిపోమని చెప్పి అని అంట. భగవంతుడు అన్నాడంటే, వీడితో ఒక్క మాట అంటే ఇంత పెద్ద క్లాస్ ఇస్తున్నాడు ఏంటి వీడు, నీ మాల కదా వేసుకోవాల్సింది అని చెప్పి స్వామి స్వయంగా తీసుకొని మాల వేసేసుకున్నాడంట. వేసుకున్న తర్వాత అనంతాళ్వారు చెప్తున్నాడంట, స్వామి నేను ఈరోజు మీరు పిలిచినప్పుడు రాకుండా ఉండడానికి ఒక కారణం ఉంది. నన్ను గురువుగారు ఇక్కడికి పంపించేటప్పుడు కొన్ని సూచనలు చెప్పి పంపించాడు. ఏంటి ఆ సూచనలు అంటే, పుష్పం చెట్టులో నుంచి పూర్తిగా వికసించక ముందే కొయ్యాల, పూర్తిగా వికసించక ముందే మాల కట్టాల, పూర్తిగా వికసిస్తే పరిమళం వెళ్ళిపోతుంది, పరిమళం లేనటువంటి పుష్పాన్ని మీ కైంకర్యానికి ఇవ్వకూడదు అని చెప్పి నన్ను ఇక్కడికి పంపించేటప్పుడు రామానుజుల వారు సూచనలు ఇచ్చి పంపించారు. అందువల్ల నేను వచ్చి మీతో మాటలు పెట్టుకుంటే పుష్పం పూర్తిగా వికసిస్తుంది, పరిమళం పోతుంది, ఆ పరిమళం లేనటువంటి పుష్పాన్ని మీ కైంకర్యంగా చేస్తే గురువు యొక్క మాటలను నేను శిరసా వహించిన వాడిని కాకుండా పోతాను, అందుకని రాలేదు, కానీ అహంకారంతో కాదు, నన్ను క్షమించండి అన్నాడు. అప్పుడు వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి అన్నాడంట, ఇవన్నీ జరగకపోతే గురువుకి నువ్వు ఎట్ట శరణాగతి పొందావని ప్రపంచానికి ఎట్టయ్యే తెలుస్తుంది, అందుకని ఈ లీల జరిగింది అన్నాడంట. సో అట్లాగా ఒక పువ్వు వికసించి పరిమళం వెళ్ళిపోతే భగవంతునికి అర్పించకూడదు అనేది కూడా సీరియస్గా తీసుకున్నారు అంటే అది శరణాగతి అంటే. సో మన పరంపరలో ప్రభుపాదుల వారి శిష్యులందరూ కూడా ఆ అనంతాళ్వారి లాగానే వాళ్ళు ప్రభుపాదుల వారి ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ హృదయంలోకి తీసుకొని వాళ్ళు రాత్రి పగలు ఈ జనుల్ని ఎట్లా ఉద్ధరింపజేయాలా అనేటువంటి దృక్పథంతో ఒక కమిట్మెంట్ తోటి వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా వాళ్ళ యొక్క భక్తియుక్త సేవల్ని చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. మీరందరూ కూడా ఎంతో అదృష్టవంతులు, అందరం అదృష్టవంతులం. పూజ్యశ్రీ రోంపాద్ స్వామి మహారాజుల వారి లాంటి వ్యక్తులు గురువుగా దొరకడం అంటే అది సామాన్యమైనటువంటి విషయం కాదు. ఆ యొక్క భాగ్యాన్ని మనం సద్వినియోగం చేసుకునేదానికి మనం ప్రయత్నం చేయాలా. వాళ్ళెట్లాగా వాళ్ళ గురువుల యొక్క సూచనలని ఎట్లా హృదయంలోకి తీసుకొని వాళ్ళు ఆచరిస్తూ ముందుకెళ్తున్నారో, వీరి నుంచి వచ్చేటువంటి సూచనలను కూడా మనం తీవ్రంగా తీసుకొని దాన్ని ఆచరించి ముందుకెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఎట్లాగా వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి ఈయనకు సరెండర్ అయిపోయారు అనంతాళ్వారికి. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం గురువుకి ఎట్లా శరణాగతి పొందుతామో భగవంతుడు మన వెనకాల తిరుగుతాడు, ఆయన వెనకాల మనం తిరగడం కాదు. ఎందువల్లంటే ఆయన శుద్ధ భక్తునికి మనం సరెండర్ అయి ఉంటాం కాబట్టి భగవంతుడు మన వెనకాల పడతాడు. సో అందువల్ల ఇది భక్తిలో రహస్యం, సీక్రెట్ అనమాట సక్సెస్కి. మన గురువుని సంతృప్తిపరచడానికి మనం శాయశక్తిలా ప్రయత్నిస్తే భగవంతుడు మనకు సరెండర్ అయిపోతాడు. సో అందువల్ల ఈరోజు ఈ యొక్క పర్వదినం రోజు మహారాజుల వారి యొక్క పాదపద్మాలకు హృదయపూర్వకంగా నేను వేడుకుంటూ ఉన్నాను. నా యొక్క భక్తి జీవితంలో ఆయన ఆశీస్సులతోటి ప్రభుపాదుల వారి సేవకి ఇంకా ముందుకు వెళ్ళాలా అని చెప్పి సో ఇదే అహోభాగ్యం. ఇది అందరూ కూడా మహారాజుల వారిని ప్రార్థించి ఆయన ఆశీస్సులు పొంది ఈ యొక్క భక్తి మార్గంలో విజయం సాధించడానికి ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ ప్రయత్నం చేస్తారని చెప్పి కోరుకుంటూ హరే కృష్ణ. హిజ్ హోలీనెస్ రోంపాద్ స్వామి మహారాజ్ కి, శిల ప్రభుపాద్ కి, శిల గురుదేవ్ కి, నితాయ్ గౌర్ ప్రేమనందే.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభు, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ మీరు శరణాగతి గురించి చాలా చక్కగా చెప్పారు. ఈవెన్ గురు మహారాజు కూడా ప్రతి క్లాసులోని ఎక్కడో దొరికిన శరణాగతి గురించి టచ్ చేస్తూనే ఉంటారు. మళ్ళీ మా అందరికీ దాన్ని గుర్తు తెచ్చినందుకు మీకు ధన్యవాదాలు ప్రభు. నౌ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు రిక్వెస్ట్ ఉదయానంద ప్రభు టు give his offering to Maharaj.
ఓం అజ్ఞానతిమిరాంధస్య జ్ఞానాంజనశలాకయ చక్షురున్మిళితం యేన తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. నమ ఓం విష్ణుపాదాయ కృష్ణప్రేష్ఠాయ భూతలే శ్రీమతి రోమపాద స్వామి నితినామిని నమస్తే. నమ ఓం విష్ణుపాదాయ కృష్ణప్రేష్ఠాయ భూతలే శ్రీమతి భక్తివేదాంత స్వామి నితినామిని నమస్తే. సరస్వతీ దేవే గౌరవాణి ప్రచారిణి నిర్విశేష శూన్యవది పాశ్చాత్య దేశతారిణి. జై శ్రీ కృష్ణ చైతన్య ప్రభు నిత్యానంద శ్రీ అద్వైత గదాధర శ్రీవాసది గౌరభక్తవృంద. First of all, I just want to thank all the devotees who are sitting here, so nicely came to, participate in the celebration of Vyas Puja Mahamotsav of His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. I can clearly see your excitement and enthusiasm to attend Maharaj, and I could see in everyone's eyes how dearfully all those eyes are actually looking at Bhakti Siddhanta, Srila Prabhupada and His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. So, I'm very grateful for this opportunity to do my offering to my Guru Maharaj before every one of you. I'm sure every one of us does our offerings, if not daily, at least weekly, if not weekly, at least monthly. But this is a special occasion where every one of us come together and then talk about our personal connection with dear Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. So first time I heard about Maharaj in year 1999. So I saw a devotee, a disciple of His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj, And that person is kind of an ideal person. I never imagined that there exists a person like that. You know, the first offering that went on the video, the one that is given by His Grace Radhesham Prabhu. Radhesham Prabhu very nicely called out about the standards and principles and discipline that Maharaj follows, right? That was exactly reverberated. In fact, my script was different for this offering. But when Radhesham Prabhu talked about it, it really, made me remember what I had my first counter with Maharaj's disciple. It's like the devotee is like really a person with proper standards, following discipline very well, and then doing bhakti uh, with Sravanam and service. Right? And after my introduction with the devotee in 2000, that was the first. I never had a what do you call wish to actually serve Krishna. Krishna was like like any other god for us. But when I saw that devotee and then heard from him, slowly it actually attracted me towards Krishna. And after that, there was never a look back. Right? Since 2000, it has been going on and on and on. And um, to talk about how Maharaj blessed us, Maharaj welcomed our Jagannath Baldev Subhadramaya deities in Vrindavan. And in the same year, we have got an initiation. Right? Me and my good wife, Sucharita, we both got initiation. Many of us might think, I'm sure that some of us have already got initiated, second initiated, but some of us may be aspiring for initiation. Right? When I wanted to get initiated, my mentor, Leland Prabhu, was actually pushing me. I said, I don't want to take initiation. But Leland Prabhu said that, why do you not want to take initiation? I said, I'm not qualified. Then he's like, if you feel that you're qualified, then you're not qualified. If you feel that you're unqualified, then you're qualified. Even then he mentioned what is called an initiation. Usually, some people, by unfortunate things or fortunate things, they adopt small children. How many of us are ready to adopt a child who is 20 years old? And initiation means that, right? You adopt an adult. Not only that adult, his wife, his children, everyone. That is called initiation. So Maharaj is so mercifully accepted us, not only adopting, in addition to that, taking their sins, all the sins that had happened till then. That is what Maharaj does for us, me and my family. So I'm very, very grateful, my dear Guru Maharaj. And it's not only, story doesn't end. Hare Krishna. Whenever there is a problem, right? Earlier I used to share it with my friends. Now I feel like there is my father whom I can share with. And even when I'm pushed to the brim of the material world, I feel like Maharaj is there. The reason why I feel that is, as Padmanath Prabhu said, when you write a letter to Maharaj, you don't have to wait. The reply comes like a boomerang. Right? Maharaj is so quick. And at the age of 75 years, Maharaj, even one of my friends was sharing. My friend serves Maharaj in Chicago. I got actually introduced to Maharaj in Chicago. So my friend was serving Maharaj in Chicago. And when Maharaj wanted to board a flight to come to India, the huge suitcases, Maharaj doesn't even allow his disciples to carry those suitcases, trolley suitcases. That's what Maharaj is. Right? At the age of 75 years, he actually literally carries. Maharaj doesn't even allow anyone to follow along with him, any of his servants to follow. He comes alone and goes alone. He comes alone to India and goes alone to India, and he travels across Singapore. Leland Prabhu was mentioning a month back when Leland Prabhu went to Singapore, Maharaj was present there. And when one another friend of mine went to China, Maharaj was present there. It's like Sarvantaryami, right? So he literally travels a lot, right? And with all this, I think I'm really, really grateful to Maharaj. And in addition to that, Maharaj has given me so many god brothers and god sisters, right? Who always were like, these are the relations beyond your blood relations. You have a pain, you can share it. I cannot explain how much grateful I am to Maharaj. Even my close friend, Siddhadev Prabhu, right? I always pull his leg. But, if I have a pain, I just share with him. So, Maharaj didn't even only take your sins. Along with that, he gave you a family, which is not extended family, which is your real spiritual family with whom you all can share your pains, right? I think with this I'll end, because so many other devotees were excited to share their personal opinions and connections with Maharaj. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Now I would like to request His Grace Suchitra Mataji to offer her Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees assembled here. This is my Vyas Puja offering for this year. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Romadamine Daya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Gintam My dear and most respected spiritual master and father, my most humble and respectful obeisances in the dust of your most merciful lotus feet. All glories to you, Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. I want to begin my Sri Vyasa Puja offering with deep gratitude for the constant mercy you have showered upon me. It has given me hope and immense strength through rough weather and turbulent storms. There was never a day I felt left out from your saving grace and unwavering, towering presence, even as I repeatedly failed to do even what is favorable for bhakti. Last year's yatra to Haridwar was, in many ways, filled with invaluable lessons. Your interactions and exchanges with His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj showed me how to nurture loving relationships through heartfelt appreciation and how to come to acceptance when things don't go as planned, such as when the visit to Badrinath had to be cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances. I feel extremely grateful for giving me Brahmin initiation and can already see how it has slowly begun to transform me. The way you patiently explained how to chant the mantras, how to read them, and how you answered all my questions despite your packed schedule made me wonder who was the person or people who prayed so sincerely for me that I may receive the great fortune of being your disciple. We correct or are concerned for those we care about. Your corrections make me feel blessed. They give me a true sense of being guided and disciplined as your disciple. Your words that a spiritual master is a well-wisher gave me spoken confidence and deep reassurance that despite all my shortcomings, I can truly be myself without any pretense. Your visit to Bangalore offered more opportunities to receive your physical association, and Guru Maharaj, I deeply look forward to it. This past year has brought many challenges in assisting with preaching services. When I first arrived in Bangalore, I came with so much baggage from the difficulties I was facing and the new roles I was transitioning into, including serving as a spiritual mentor for some. Over the course of the year, struggling in preaching often felt like a struggle. Assisting in preaching often felt like a struggle. I remember telling a god sister, I can't do this, even for Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. I am so sorry, Guru Maharaj, for feeling so overwhelmed. But by your saving grace and by the prayers of my spiritual mentors, I was able to stay the course. From the fine example of Hanuman and your loving nudge to learn from Hanuman's preparation, focus, and the compassion of an Acharya, I tried to apply those lessons in my own life. These stood out for me. Extend the compassion of Srila Prabhupada rather than assuming an authoritative position. Understand that preparation is essential for carrying out any service. No matter what happens, never lose focus and reciprocate with heartfelt gratitude towards those who are helping us. During the most challenging times, I remember your words. Krishna is behind us. We are simply instruments. That gives me both confidence and seriousness, reminding me that Krishna's instruments must strive to be the best. Over the years, there have been countless occasions when your words have shown me the path, helping me take critical decisions when my material intelligence and logic failed. I seek your continued guidance and blessings, even though I will never be deserving of them. Guru Maharaj, I beg forgiveness at your lotus feet for all my offenses. My mistakes are endless, and no matter how I still struggle to overcome them. Guru Maharaj, if you so desire, please help me to serve you and take Srila Prabhupada's legacy forward. Without your guidance and blessings, I will be lost and clueless. Aspiring to be your eternal servant, Sucharita Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Macheti. Now, we have some videos from Maharaj's disciples. We will we will hear from one of Maharaj's disciples. His name is His Grace Satyvrata Prabhu. And let's hear what is the message from Satyvrata Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Accept my humble obeisances. I am extremely grateful to His Grace Dindal Prabhu for giving me an opportunity to share my Vyasa Puja offering at the Divine Lotus feet of His Holiness Romapada Swami, our dear spiritual master. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Romapada Swami Niti Namini. My dear Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances in the dust of your divine lotus feet. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. On this most auspicious appearance day, I feel extremely unqualified to speak, yet deeply compelled to express a few words of gratitude from the core of my heart. If we are still sustaining in our devotional lives, remaining in the association of devotees, and continuing to serve the lotus feet of Krishna, it is only due to your causeless mercy upon us. In the form of your boundless love, affection, guidance, blessings, and sincere well-wishing. Paths were confusing, when relationships were complicated, and when spiritual direction seemed uncertain. Your guidance acted like a lighthouse, calm, steady, and safe. I have personally experienced how carefully, thoughtfully, and compassionately you protected and guided me during the most turbulent phase of my life between 2013 and 2015. At that time, I was struggling completely alone, without clarity, no direction, or no devotee association. I was acting in a helpless condition. Courage or qualification to approach you or seek your guidance. I had no job, no savings, and no shelter. Internally and externally, my life was in complete uncertainty, and I was moving like a rudderless ship with no support and no visible hope. At that darkest moment, by your causeless mercy, you appeared in my life like Lord Vishnu, arriving on the back of Garuda to rescue one who was drowning in the ocean of material existence. With great care and foresight, you saved me from a situation that I could never have come out of my own strength. You gave me shelter, direction, and renewed faith in devotional life. You put us in the most sacred place of the whole universe, that is in Vrindavan Dham, and engaged all our family members in the service of the most merciful Lord Gaur Nitai, Lord Krishna Balaram, and Lord Radha Shyam Sundar. By your mercy, I received not just protection, but a completely new beginning, a rebirth in consciousness. I truly feel that I was given my third birth, first by my parents, second through spiritual initiation, and now through your compassionate intervention, which restored my life, hope, and purpose in Krishna consciousness. Like me, there are many souls who are also drowning in the waves of material existence. By your mercy, you instructed to connect them to the disciplic succession so that they too would receive proper shelter and guidance. This instruction itself became a great responsibility and a great blessing in my life. By your causeless mercy, many sincere souls are now practicing Krishna consciousness with faith and devotion, taking shelter of the Seva group under your expert and compassionate captainship. Under your guidance, they are gradually developing steadiness, taste, and confidence in devotional service, and their lives are being positively transformed. It is only because of your vision, encouragement, and spiritual protection that such a nurturing atmosphere has been created, where devotees feel cared for, inspired, and connected to the Parampara. Another quality of Guru Maharaj that deeply touches my heart is your emphasis on forgiveness and freedom from resentment. Again and again, you remind us that holding hurt or ill feelings is spiritually harmful. The simple but profound statement, to err is human, to forgive is divine, has helped me reflect deeply on my own heart. Through this, you teach us how to protect bhakti by protecting our relationships. Despite your exalted position and global responsibility, you always remain approachable, gentle, and considerate. Guru Maharaj, you have taught us the spiritual life begins and survives by hearing. Many, many times when our enthusiasm was weak or direction unclear, your reminder to regularize hearing brought us back to the essential foundation of bhakti. The understanding that connection through body is real, powerful, and sustaining. Even when physical association is limited, you have constantly encouraged us to remain close through sound vibration. In your divine presence, we witness a host of transcendental qualities: purity, humility, punctuality, simplicity, unshakable faith in the acharyas, and so much more. Merely observing these qualities in you spark a deep desire in our hearts to renounce impious habits and cultivate spiritual virtues so that we may serve you and Lord Krishna sincerely. You never compromise on the teachings of Shastra, dilute the message of Srila Prabhupada. Your presence alone dispels the darkness of ignorance in our life, and your instructions are always simple, direct, and crystal clear, free from all confusion. Your simplicity and genuineness attract everyone from children to the elderly. Even a brief reply from you can carry immense spiritual weight. For example, one of your response to a devotee was, "Without Krishna, there is only varieties of darkness." Now that you have achieved devotee association, by the grace of God, never depart. Remain humble, submissive, and eager to hear from elevated Vaishnavas regarding the way back to the soul's original consciousness. These few sentences alone are sufficient to guide a sincere soul to perfection. What more could be possible ask for in his life? You have given us yourself, Krishna and his beloved devotees. You have taught us the means to cultivate qualities like humility and gratitude, essential for any spiritual aspirant. Through your teachings and association, we have gained unwavering conviction. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are his eternal servants, and our life's perfection lies in following the instructions of a bona fide spiritual master. On this sacred of your appearance, I offer my heartfelt prayers at your lotus feet, praying that you remain healthy, protected, and empowered to continue delivering conditioned souls like me, your aspiring and insignificant servant, Satyavrata Das. His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Now I would like to request His Grace Vishwamati Mukunda Prabhu to offer his homage. Hare Krishna.
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते रोमपादस्वामीति नामने नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताकस्वामीति नामने नमो आचार्यपदाय निताय कृपाप्रदायने गौरकता दामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सारस्वतदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे. Dear Maharaja, Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances unto the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to you, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. From Srimad Bhagavatam, Tadvak Visargo Janataga Viplavo, Asmin Pratishlokam Abatya Vachyapi, नामानि अनन्तस्य यशोङ्कितानि यत् शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णाति साधवः. So, a saint is far above the level of an ordinary man. He is always absorbed in glorifying the Supreme Lord because by broadcasting the holy name and fame of the Supreme Lord, the polluted atmosphere of the world will change. And as a result of propagating the transcendental literatures like Srimad Bhagavatam, people will become sane in their transactions and re-spiritualizing the world atmosphere fraught with many difficulties. Dear Maharaja, following such a glorious legacy of Srila Prabhupada, your unwavering faith in the holy names of the Lord and your particular love for Srimad Bhagavatam, guided by the profound realizations from the messages of Srimad Bhagavatam, has brought revolution in the hearts of many sincere seekers of absolute truth. Through your systematic ways of disseminating the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, ensuring the messages of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam and other Vaishnava scriptures presented with clarity and depth. Instilling the deep faith, particularly in the process of hearing, chanting, and scriptural study, such wonderfully cultivated hearts by you have brought an ever great fortune to me as the greatest gift in my life by connecting to the disciplic succession. I am very grateful to you, Maharaj, and your representatives for helping me in Krishna consciousness through your classes, through your inspiring association in yatras, and through your sincere representatives. The process of Krishna consciousness presented by the Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara Acharyas and particularly Srila Prabhupada, is very clear through your classes and provides a great protection from so many deviations and bewilderments. Your emphasis on the importance of hearing Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and other Gaudiya scriptures, along with attentive Harinama chanting and thoroughly absorbing Srila Prabhupada's books, serves as the clear foundation of one's Krishna consciousness. From Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.5 purport, everyone likes to inquire. Srila Prabhupada writes, the whole world is full of questions and answers. The birds, bees, and men are all busy in the matter of perpetual questions and answers. Although they go on making such questions and answers for their whole lives, they are not at all satisfied. Satisfaction of the soul can only be obtained by questions and answers on the subject of Krishna. I have very special appreciation and deep admiration for the guide to inquiries into the Absolute Digest, which comprise thought-provoking and sublime answers given by you, Maharaj, to the questions raised by many devotees on various spiritual topics, guiding us to advance in our Krishna consciousness. It is really such a great treasure for a practitioner of Krishna consciousness like me, clarifying and widening my limited understandings and realizations. I am very grateful to you, Maharaj, for extending yourself to me by answering my questions through emails despite your continuous services and busy schedules. Your tireless efforts through japa retreats for absorbed chanting of the Mahamantra and your annual yatras facilitate deeply immersing in the foremost principle of always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. Smartavya shatatam Vishnur Vismartavyo Najatochit. Your recent 10-day Bangalore visit was a great fortune for us to be in your holy association, and having your personal audience is such an inspiring and sweet memory in my life. Maharaj, your compassion is simply boundless. An exemplary Vaishnava relationship, dadati pratigrunati guhyamakyati prachyati bhunkte bhojayate chaiva sadvidam priti lakshinam. In this text, Srila Prabhupada purport written, the life of the Krishna conscious society is nourished by these 6 types of loving exchanges among the devotees, demonstrating the true spirit of Vaishnava togetherness by frequently inviting your esteemed God brothers to lead seminars and share their realizations, exchanging gifts during yatras, appreciation filled heart about your God brothers. You exemplify the instruction of Srila Prabhupada to cooperate together to please the spiritual master. This culture of mutual respect and unity serves as a profound lesson for the entire Krishna conscious society, proving that the Srila Prabhupada's mission is most powerful when hearts are united in the service of Lord Chaitanya with the wisdom of Sarve Sukhino Bhavantum. I am begging your blessings to deeply absorb Srila Prabhupada teachings and Srila Prabhupada's mission. All glories to you, Maharaj. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Thank you for the opportunity.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much. Now I would like to request Divyambar Mataji.
ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमां विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते रोमपादस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमां विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादि पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंगायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। Hare Krishna. I thank everyone. I thank the devotees in charge for giving me the opportunity. I wasn't prepared, but spontaneously got inspired to share my mother's offering first. Hare Krishna, the Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. The dust of your lotus feet, all glories to your divine grace, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, I'm realizing more and more that only by your mercy that I'm able to move on with my life and able to practice my bhakti. It's becoming more and more obvious, and my heart is filled with gratitude that whatever little I'm able to practice is only because of your mercy and Srila Prabhupada's mercy. Yeah, Srila Prabhupada's mercy, especially Srila Prabhupada gifted us Shri Radha Madanmohan, Shri Gaurnitai, and Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, and Prabhupada gave you and Krishna. So in one sense, Prabhupada gave everything to us. So this temple, had it not been for this temple, I do not know what my fate would have been. And Prabhupada also showed his mercy through his books. And as I read, going through the be it health problems or unexpected reversals of life, I'm able to realize your mercy and Prabhupada's mercy more and more. Especially after the loss of my sister, that's for the past 5 months, life has been way too challenging for me and my mother. So it's only because of the mercy of Guru Maharaj, she's able to acknowledge and then seek some value in life. Otherwise, there is no point in Prabhupada's purports and Prabhupada's books. They're making more and more sense to her. Thank you so much, Gurudev, for this gift of the holy name, gift of the association, and gift of everything. And gratitude to Srila Prabhupada for everything. Had it not been for Prabhupada's mercy, then especially for those of us who got connected through Hyderabad temple, at least, especially for her, Ruchirananda Mataji, the mercy is through Hyderabad temple. So offering gratitude to all the devotees who've contributed to our spiritual life in many, many ways, and seeking forgiveness for shortcomings, frailties, and offenses. And we pray at your lotus feet, Guru Maharaj, that we stay that we stay committed and then continue to practice despite the reversals. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. I want to speak my offering to Hare Krishna Di Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Those of you who've known me for quite some time know that I've been around in the Hyderabad temple for a good number of years. So I've been a part of the youth group back then many years ago, and somehow I'm sustaining. And one of the main reasons I feel for my sustenance despite of bits and pieces of practice of Krishna consciousness is the causeless mercy of Srila Prabhupada, and also my spiritual master, His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. Had it not been for his mercy, then forget about spiritual life, I wouldn't have existed. Despite anything and everything, I was a person who came to Krishna consciousness with a lot of questions. And they were never answered from childhood. Ever since 8th grade, I had a lot of questions, and nobody was answering. And the only person who could answer all the questions in the world, my questions, was my spiritual master. And Guru Maharaj, you've been there as a beacon of light for me, even though I don't deserve anything. I'm the only example of, at least I am the example of what it means to be made of causeless mercy. Had it not been for your mercy, then at least I would not physically existed, because the challenges and everything that came and they're still coming. Had it not been for your mercy, then I'm still unable to do as much as I'm supposed to and follow the instructions. But I'm still not able to do many things. But at the same time, I feel that I owe this life to you, Srila Gurudev, and it's becoming more and more evident that while answering my question after the Bhagavatam class way back almost 20 years ago, that you were mentioning that how, I asked a how question, then you said everything is through association. Those who go to the impersonal organizations, they have a different set of, they learn something, and so only way to become a devotee is by the association of devotees. So this part at least is becoming more and more evident to me, that in spite of my lack of abilities or inebrities and so many millions of other things, at least I'm realizing it more and more that I have to, even if I don't do anything, I just want to be around devotees to learn. If not once, by your mercy, by their association, and by so many devotees association, and of course by your association, at least someday my stone heart is going to melt. Still lagging behind, as the other devotees were mentioning, that Udayanand Prabhuji and Siddhadeha Prabhuji were mentioning that how, and other devotees too, how Maharaj's disciples are, they're very pakka in sadhana and so much rooted in Shastra. I see myself still struggling, but at the same time, I want to improve. The only hope is my sincere endeavor, and also coupled with devotees' mercy and spiritual master's mercy. On this occasion of your divine appearance, Gurudev, I beg for forgiveness and also your blessings and strength to follow your instructions with full faith, as Satyavrata Prabhuji was mentioning in his offering, that your faith that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes, when a pure devotee speaks, they have full conviction that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and deity is Krishna, and holy name is non-different in Shastra and the Dham. Whereas I only have a theoretical understanding of things, but the only hope is mercy, and I beg at your lotus feet to commit myself again to chant better and try as much as I can to be regulated and follow your instructions, so that I could be of at least one day of meaningful service to you and to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for deep realizations. Now I would like to request His Grace Vadakrishna Prabhu to come and brief us on the significance of Vyasa Puja. So we request Prabhu by saying Hari Bol loudly. Hari Bol.
ओम ज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Dvaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Shri Radha Madanmohan, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai Sudarshan, Shri Shri Gaurnitai Ki Jai. Mukam Karoti Vachalam, Pangum Langayate Girim, Yat Krupatamaham Vande, Shri Gurum Dinatarinam, Paramananda Madhavam, Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. I'm very happy to be here with all of you. I'm so surprised to see so many devotees. I think you come from many centers of Hyderabad city and some of you from outside also. I can see some devotees from Madanapalli. So I'm very happy. I consider it as my honor. It's a privilege to be attending this program and speak something about His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. Bangalore has been lucky since the last 6-7 years, I think. Every year or every alternate year, His Holiness Romapada Maharaj has been coming to Bangalore, and he spends about 5-6 days or sometimes a week in Bangalore city. So we are fortunate, we have his association. Every time he comes, he picks up a topic and he gives a series of lectures on that topic. The one time he spoke about one poem by Raghunath Das Goswami. I forgot the name of the poem. Very nice poem. Then he spoke about different philosophies. Last time he spoke about Ramayana. Then again about... he takes some specific topic and speaks. And people, in very large numbers, they come and they listen to him. I deeply admire the way he plans his lectures and classes. Yes, last time we were fortunate that we were able to attend his program in Melkote. So, Melkote also we went there. One time it was in Udupi. One time he did, last year I think, before he went to Lanka, the year before that, it was in North India. What was that place? Haridwar, Rishikesh, Kedar, Badrinath. So, very, what I like, what I have deeply admired about his lectures are that they're very painstakingly prepared, very well researched, very thoroughly researched, painstakingly prepared. And normally, they help you to look at the Vedic scriptures in a new light. For example, his series on Ramayana, his series on other topics. Madhvacharya's philosophy in comparison with Lord Chaitanya's philosophy, how they integrate, where is the difference, on what points they're similar, what points they differ, what is the difference, can we reconcile? Very detailed lectures I've heard from him. So he's somebody cannot do it ordinarily unless they really love what they're doing. They really like what they're doing. Studying the Vedic scriptures, understanding, absorbing, and then teaching. Unless they like it, unless they are imbibed, unless that is their spontaneous, deep meditation, they cannot give lectures like that, nor can they prepare like that. So I greatly admire his thoroughness, dedication, going to the detail, going to the philosophical details, delineating all these subjects in an extremely thorough manner. Actually, listening to him will be like going through a research paper. Some scientist, some spiritual scientist is researching and presenting his data and the hypothesis, proof, and what is the conclusion, like that. So it's a very fascinating experience when you listen to him on any of these topics. Because he is doing it as a service to his Guru, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada wanted devotees to become very deeply fixed in philosophy. See, otherwise we become what is known as the sentimental devotee. Sentimental devotee means just on the superficial way we are connected with the philosophy and we can be disturbed very easily. Some Ritvik person, somebody will come and say Ritvik, then we'll get disturbed. Somebody will come and say, no, why you're chanting Krishna's name? We only chant Radha's name. We become disturbed. Because we are not philosophically fixed. Actually, in our parampara, there are many acharyas who are very thorough in their philosophical understanding and delineation, like Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura, Bhakti Siddhanta, and Bhakti Vinod Thakura, Sridhar Swami. So these are some of those who are extremely thorough in their philosophical understanding and presentation. So I see that Maharaj is also similar mood, that he is extremely thorough, detailed, very, very, what can I say, complete. The way he researches any topic is so complete and thorough that you can get the ultimate conclusion, the essence, the nectar of that particular topic by listening to him. So I've had the opportunity, we have all had the opportunity to serve him many, many times, etc. And he has had meetings with us in Bangalore, the leaders of Bangalore Yatra. So several times we were asking him many questions about Ritvik philosophy, this philosophy. And I found that his answers were always very strong and powerful, and very with so much conviction he would speak, whether it's about the Ritvik philosophy or Madhvacharya's philosophy, so much strength and conviction that simply listening to him we would get that confidence that we are on the right track. Because there are people who want to disturb us, saying, oh, you are following some bogus philosophy, bogus gurus, bogus system. So sometimes it's important to hear from somebody who is very, who has strong faith, conviction. Faith not out of blind reason, not blind faith. Faith out of conviction, out of study, out of analysis, out of understanding the conclusions. So we found it very interesting and refreshing to talk to him. And I also like the fact that he is extremely always very, very positive and cheerful. I found that variety of people go with variety of problems, but he has a way of very charmingly, very cheerfully presenting the solution and resolving the issues. That's also something that I found very fascinating. And I've also seen that among his disciples, many of them are very, very shastrically inclined. Very deeply they study the scriptures and analyze, like him, in the similar mood. Deeply analyze scriptures. And then I also found that while he's very conservative in his views, etc., but he's also modern in preaching approach. We were having a Vaikunta Patashala, VKP, we call it the VKP, Vaikunta Patashala for kids. Vaikunta Kids Patashala. So one day we were discussing and I told him that many of those children are very good at singing. Very, very talented. Shamkul's daughter, Harisham Prabhu's daughter, son, many of them very, very talented. So I told him that I made a rule. If you want to sing in Kirtan in the temple, the rule is you must be chanting 8 rounds at least regularly. So I just casually mentioned, but it registered in his mind and he mentioned it 4 or 5 times. Encourage the children. You sing, you chant 8 rounds, then the president will allow you to perform in front of the deities. Don't you want to perform? So he used to encourage the children so much. He made it a point to mention this 3 or 4 times. Then I noticed that he has a great love for the children also. So I feel that he's an extremely complete personality. He takes care of elders, the children, the young people, the youth, the young boys, the young girls, the school kids, and also temple administration, temple management. So, you know, he's a complete acharya, complete leader from whom we can learn. Now, just a few words about what is the significance and why we should have Vyasa Puja. You see, scriptures are there. It's like this. You can read Gray's Anatomy and understand about anatomy of the human being, some book on surgery, some book on basically things like that. But can you perform a surgery simply by reading these books? It's not possible. You need to go to a person who has done this surgery, sit with him, learn with him, watch as he is doing, and absorb. Only then your learning is complete. Your learning is not complete unless you go to a person who has been following this, who has been practicing this, who is living by that philosophy. So we may have scriptures, we may have philosophy, we may have, but how do we practice? How do we bring all of this together in our life? You need a guru, you need a person who teaches you. Without that, our spiritual life is very hollow, shallow, very shallow. It's not genuine. We won't know. So, our transformation happens only when we meet some kind of a person like this, who has the faith, who has confidence, who has conviction, who has clarity, who has a vision, who has philosophical understanding, who is practicing out of his philosophical understanding and conviction, and who is also learning from at the lotus feet of another Acharya in the parampara. So His Holiness Romapada Maharaj fits into that role very, very perfectly. So we need to be grateful to such people. Otherwise, it's like you can't become a pilot just by reading some instruction manual about the plane and how it operates. It's not possible, right? So similarly, these are very complex things. So you learn at the lotus feet. So here is a person who connects the dots and makes a circle or makes a square or something. Otherwise, they are all independent, individual dots. There's somebody who connects it all. Somebody who makes sense out of all those statements. Oh, by the way, sometimes you read scriptures, you get confused also. There are equivocal statements supporting XYZ philosophy, ABCD. So many confusing things. But here's an Acharya who will deliver the essence. That's why Krishna says in the scripture, it is said the actual message of the scriptures is hidden in the heart of a devotee. Is hiding, is residing in the heart of a devotee. And when you go to him and serve him, then that manifests. So, which is why we all need a guru. Without having a guru, sometimes we say, no, I didn't meet my guru. How many times I've met, I can't meet. But, this is something that works transcendentally also. In a very transcendental way. It's not that the guru's potency, power to reach out is limited to his physical body or physical presence. Somehow mystically things happen. Whatever be your doubt, because you are accept Guru's representative, somebody on behalf of the Guru, something or other, you will see that your questions are answered. And then the other thing is, another important thing why we need a Guru is, we need someone to correct us. We are all not ordinary people. We are very, very cunning and very slimy, devious people. We are very difficult to manage. Very mischievous people, actually. We need someone who has the courage to correct us. That only a guru can do. He will take that risk out of love, out of affection, out of concern, out of love for you. Love for Krishna, love for Parampara, Guru Parampara, and love for you. He will have the courage to correct you. If there is nobody to correct us, then again, that is also an extremely dangerous situation. So we need a guru practically for everything. And sometimes we don't know what to do. Sometimes it's so confusing. We don't know which direction to go, what we should do, what we should not do. Again, we go back to the guru. And a guru's recommendation or decision has its own potency. It's almost like Krishna has sanctioned it. At least I believe like that. Almost like Krishna has sanctioned. If you hear from that is why it is said, Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, Chitete Koriya Aikya. These are not sentimental things. This is how the Guru Parampara works. There is no sentiment, there is no exaggeration in this. This is how Guru Parampara works. This is how we get the mercy of the Guru Parampara. So here is a person whose words are as good as, scriptural shastric conclusions. And just as Krishna lifted Govardhan and he provided shelter for millions of devotees, the Guru is lifting, he's providing an umbrella and preventing so many disturbing forces to interact with us. So because it's the Guru Charana Ashraya, we say, he's holding up an umbrella and he prevents so many kalmashas of Kali Yuga, so many things from coming and disturbing us. What does he do? He takes it upon himself. Prabhupada used to say, I am suffering because you people are doing sinful activities and that papa karma, I am taking it on myself. So he holds up the umbrella and takes our karma, takes our suffering. What was due to us, he takes it. What we deserve to suffer, he takes it. So how can we not once in a year at least have a festival where we express our gratitude to such great personalities? It is said that Guru is the personalized personification of the mercy of Krishna, of the Krupa of Krishna. Krishna's Krupa comes through the form of a Guru. It's the Guru who dispenses with the Krupa of Krishna. Why will Krishna say, go find a Guru? Go find a Guru, serve him, accept him, inquire from him, learn from him. And then your questions will be answered. Though he is directly speaking to Arjuna, he is telling Arjuna, go find a Guru also. I will not come every now and then, but the Guru will be there as my representative, on my behalf. Go to him. So at least once in a year, we have to observe this ceremony of gratitude. This is actually a festival of gratitude. And our relationship with Guru is not complete unless we do a Vyasa Puja for him. Out of gratitude, out of love, out of what can I say? Out of relief. We don't know what all calamities the Guru is saving us from. So out of that, we go back to the Guru, offer worship, offer seva, take him, and then Vyasa Puja, it is said that is the day on which we seek pardon. We seek forgiveness. We say knowingly, unknowingly, I don't know what all nonsense I have done. How many times I have broken so many principles, so many things, so many nonsense, so many things I have done. Left to myself, this would have destroyed my bhakti. It would have burnt down my bhakti. But still it is not burnt down because Guru has accepted, absorbed all the effects of this sin. And Guru connects you to the parampara. Guru gives the mantra. Guru washes away your sin. Guru educates you. Guru does practically everything in the life of a disciple is done by Guru. That's why Krishna recommends strongly, you respect the Guru as much as you respect me. You worship the Guru as much as you worship me. So it's not just a sentiment, it's the direct instruction of Krishna. Direct instruction of Lord Chaitanya. Direct instruction of all the acharyas of our parampara. Their life becomes completely different the day they sincerely accept a Guru. So I would like to congratulate all of you. You're all wonderful. You're all blessed to have some acharya like His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. I am very, very blessed to have so many wonderful disciples of Romapada Swami Maharaj assisting, supporting, helping and engaging in various services in our temple in Hyderabad as well as in Bangalore where I am involved. I'm very proud of my association with them. I look at them as very sincere, very dedicated, very gentle devotees. This is another thing I found about their disciples. Very gentle, very cooperative, very, very innovative, very, 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 what can I say, disciplined and very dependable. Once they say they'll do something, they normally do it. So I'm very proud, I'm very happy that we have the association of disciples, and occasionally His Holiness Romapada Maharaj blesses us with his divine association. I'm very grateful to that also. We are trying our best. We want to, previously he used to come here regularly. I don't know what happened in between. So we'll try to invite him again when he comes to South India to come to Bangalore and then come to Hyderabad as well. We will definitely try our best to invite him here also. I'm very grateful to all the devotees here who have organized this event. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj ki, ISKCON Guru Vrinda ki, Jagat Guru Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Thai Gaur Premanande.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. There is a little sharing about Prabhu, and whenever Maharaj visits Bangalore and we see all his lectures through YouTube, sometimes we also participate physically there. And when we watch Maharaj videos, sometimes Maharaj called Prabhu very fondly, Radha, come here. So we are so happy to hear that Maharaj calling you as Radha. Hare Krishna. And now I would like to request Yash Prabhu to offer his homage to Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, respected Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances in dust of your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your divine grace. On this auspicious occasion of your Vyas Puja, I would like to offer my humble words of gratitude and respect. Maharaj, I have been fortunate to receive your association and instructions on several occasions, like during the Haridwar Yatra, during your this year visit to Bangalore, and also recently in Sri Lanka Yatra. Each time your guidance has been simple, practical, and deeply rooted in Krishna consciousness. During the Haridwar Yatra, when I approached you with uncertainty about shifting to Hyderabad, I was very unsure that where I am going to be staying. And I was lacking devotee association in Hyderabad. You immediately showed personal care, and by your mercy, you ensured that I was connected with the devotees, and as a result, I received the opportunity to stay here in this abbot's temple. Came under a very encouraging devotee association and temple environment. This arrangement has greatly supported my spiritual life, and I see it clearly as your compassion towards me. And recently, during the Sri Lanka Yatra, when I asked you like how should I maintain this opportunity to stay in this temple, so your instructions were very simple and very deep. You told me that we are in Krishna's hand, so stay in Krishna's hand. You explained that we are in Krishna's hand. Krishna will do whatever is best for us. Your words, I remember your words that an expectation that doesn't match reality is a formula for disappointment. This statement has helped me understand how to live with faith and faith rather than anxiety. Maharaj, you also instructed me to be careful to not make any offense and to make my primary association very strong. These instructions continues to protect and guide me in my daily life. On this sacred day, I pray for the intelligence to remember your words and the humility to follow them and the sincerity to remain attached to Krishna. Please bless me that I may continue to make steady progress in Krishna consciousness under your shelter. Your aspiring servant, Yash Rathod. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Vesh Prabhu. Now we will reach the end of the program, and before I will share my offerings to Maharaj, followed by Pushpanjali and Guru Puja. My dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble, sincere obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your loving and tireless service to his mission. Maharaj, on this auspicious occasion, I offer this of your life's work and teachings as a humble tribute to your dedication. You have not only internalized the 7 purposes of ISKCON, but have woven them into the very fabric of your being. Guru Maharaj, you are a living manifestation of the 7 purposes of ISKCON. Your life is a master class in how to execute Srila Prabhupada's vision with precision and heart. The first purpose of ISKCON is a systematic propagation of spiritual knowledge. You regularly deliver lectures and workshops on Bhakti Yoga at major universities and corporations and various cultural centers. Your presentations and classes are designed to bridge spiritual philosophy with modern life, offering practical relevance. You address contemporary issues like stress management, spiritual economics, and science and spirituality to demonstrate how spiritual knowledge can resolve modern problems, particularly the imbalance of values in life. Additionally, you host retreats and seminars throughout the year to offer in-depth education and training in spiritual life. Central to this propagation is your teaching on the nature of desire. And you and Srila Prabhupada both emphasize that trying to eliminate desire itself is like trying to stop breathing. The real task is to cue the ignorance that misdirects those desires. Ignorance is not a lack of academic information, but a fundamental misidentification of the self. We think we are this temporary body and the enjoyer of the material world. Because we think we are the body, we develop desires centered on pleasing the senses. Since the body and the world are temporary, happiness derived from them eventually ends, leading to frustration and pain. The root cause of suffering is not because of desires, but those which come out of ignorance. And this ignorance can be eliminated through a systematic spiritual knowledge. And the second purpose of ISKCON is to propagate a consciousness of Krishna. Guru Maharaj, you consistently root your philosophy in authorized scriptures. Your lectures focus on the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, invariably establishing Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead as these texts reveal. Your great clarity in explaining the essence of these scriptures allows people to practically apply the teachings of Krishna consciousness in their daily lives. The third purpose of ISKCON is to bring the members of the society together. To make this happen, you frequently emphasize that our success in the mission depends on our ability to serve together. We reminded of a beautiful pastime of Srila Prabhupada, early days of ISKCON. Once, when all the disciples were reporting to Srila Prabhupada on their various services, book distribution, prasadam, painting, the kitchen, and the DT department, and many departments, a devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, which department do you like most? Srila Prabhupada smiled and replied that while he liked all the departments, the one he liked the most was the department that cooperates with all the other departments. Your entire life's work reflects this instruction by emphasizing Vaishnava etiquette and principles over sentiment. You have built a bridge between all departments of service, teaching us that our love of Srila Prabhupada is shown by how well we cooperate. The fourth purpose of ISKCON is to teach and encourage the Sankirtan movement. You stress the necessity of daily attentive chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra as the primary spiritual practice for purification and realization in the current age of Kali. Your tips for focusing the mind and japa during the retreats are truly helpful. Furthermore, requesting devotees to share their experience at the end of the retreat is immensely beneficial for helping the mind stay focused. The fifth purpose of ISKCON, to erect a holy places of transcendental pastimes. You also invest sustained efforts into the development of spiritual retreat centers like Gita Nagari form some of ISKCON temples in America as a environment for a spiritual practice. Thank you so much for conducting yatras which are filled with the transcendental pastimes of Lord by your sweet narrations. The purpose of ISKCON, to teach a simpler, more natural way of life. Simple living, high thinking. This principle is perfectly embedded by traveling sannyasa, who serves the mission wholeheartedly, prioritizing service over personal comfort. The seventh purpose of ISKCON, to publish and distribute literature. You consistently promote book distribution and inspire followers to diligently read and study Srila Prabhupada's books. I remember from your classes when Prabhupada had outlined these 7 purposes of ISKCON, he mentioned, I have given a skeleton and you build it. And your entire life has been dedicated to fulfilling these purposes, and you inspire us to engage in a part of your service to the service of your beloved Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, by inculcate the principles of Sharanagati, humility, free will, compassion, and regulation. On this auspicious occasion of your Vyasa Puja, I am recollecting your message. Recently, I had interaction with Maharaj, and Maharaj responded back and said, Krishna is very kind. Demonstrate to him your dedication to remain in sincerely rendered service. The rest is up to him. We are begging at your lotus feet to keep us a sincere servant of Krishna and his devotees. Your servants Siddhadeha Das, Jagatarni Vishaka Devi Dasi, Nakshitra Vrindarani. Hare Krishna. Now we will Pushpanjali, and Pushpanjali followed by Guru Puja. And Pushpanjali, I request Shripati Prabhu to do the honor. Shripati Prabhu. I will also request His Grace Srinivas Sri Hari Prabhu for Guru Astakam, Guru Puja. I request Madan Kumar Prabhu and Srinivas Sri Hari Prabhu and Vardha Krishna Prabhu and all the senior Vaishnavas request come forward and be part of Pushpanjali.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakayam. Andaru cheppandi. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakayam. Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadhantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavancha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitancha Namavom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Romapada Swami Nitinamine Namavom Vishnu Padaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namavom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati iti namine
सरस्वतीति नामिने
श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी
श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी
दयिताय कृपाब्धये
दयिताय कृपाब्धये
कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान
कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान
दायिने प्रभवे नमः
दायिने प्रभवे नमः
माधुर्वोज्जल प्रेमाढ्य
माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाढ्य
श्री रूपानुग भक्तिदा
श्री रूपानुग भक्तिदा
श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति
श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति
विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते
विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते
नमस्ते गौरवाणी
नमस्ते गौरवाणी
श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे
श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे
रूपानुग विरुद्ध
प्राणुक विरुद्ध
अपसिद्धांत ध्वांत हारिणे
अपसिद्धांत ध्वांत हारिणे
नमो गौर किशोराय
नमो गौर किशोराय
साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये
साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये
विप्रलंब रसाम्बोधे
विप्रलंब रसाम्बोधे
पादाम्बुजायते नमः
पादाम्बुजायते नमः
नमो भक्ति विनोदाय
नमो भक्ति विनोदाय
सच्चिदानंद नामिने
सच्चिदानंद नामिने
गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय
गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय
रूपानुगवरायते
रूपानुगवरायते
गौरविर्भाव भूमैस्त्वं
गौराविर्भाव भूमेस्त्वं
निर्देष्ट सज्जन प्रियः
निर्देष्ट सज्जन प्रियः
वैष्णव सार्वभौमः
वैष्णव सार्वभौमः
श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः
श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः
वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च
वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
नमो महावदन्याय
नमो महावदान्याय
कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिते
कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते
कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य
कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य
नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः
नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः
पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं
पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं
भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकं
भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं
भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं
भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं
नमामि भक्तिशक्तिकं
नमामि भक्तिशक्तिकं
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो
दीनबन्धो जगत्पते
दीनबन्धो जगत्पते
गोपीश गोपिका कांता
गोपेश गोपिका कांत
राधा कांता नमोस्तुते
राधा कांत नमोस्तुते
जयतां सुरतौ पंगो
जयतां सुरतौ पंगो
मम मंदमते गति
मम मंदमतेर्गति
मत्सर्व सपदाम्बोजो
मत्सर्वस्व पादाम्बोजो
राधा मदन मोहनो
राधा मदन मोहनो
दिव्य वृंदारण्य कल्पद्रुमादा
दिव्य वृंदारण्य कल्पद्रुमाद
श्रीमद् रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थौ
श्रीमद् रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थौ
श्रीमद् राधा श्रील गोविंद देवो
श्रीमद् राधा श्रील गोविंद देवो
प्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि
सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि
श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी
श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी
वंशीवट तटस्थितः
वंशीवटतटस्थितः
कर्षन् वेणुस्वनैर्गोपी
कर्षन् वेणुस्वनैर्गोपी
गोपीनाथश्रियेस्तुनः
गोपीनाथश्रियेस्तुनः
तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी
तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी
राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृषभानुसुते देवी
वृषभानुसुते देवी
प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
प्रभु नित्यानंद
प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री वासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त Brinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Pushpanjali.
नमो विष्णुपादाय
नमो विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
श्रीमते रोमपाद स्वामी
श्रीमते रोमपाद स्वामी
इति नामिने एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
नमो विष्णुपादाय
नमो विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
श्रीमते रोमपाद स्वामी
श्रीमते रोमपाद स्वामी
इति नामिने
एष
पुष्पाञ्जलि
एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
नमो एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
रोमपाद स्वामी महाराज की जय।
His Holiness Sri Romapada Swami Maharaj Vyas Puja Mahamotsav ki
जय। नमो विष्णुपादाय
नमो विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
भूतले
श्रीमते रोमपाद स्वामी
श्रीमते रोमपाद स्वामी
इति नामिने एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
एष पुष्पाञ्जलि एष पुष्पाञ्जलि श्री रोमपाद स्वामी महाराज की जय। गौ प्रेमानंदे।
అందరూ అక్కడ వెళ్ళి మిన్నల్ బాస్కెట్ పెట్టుకుంటారు
Conch. We want to blow. Dinde blow chestara. Conch blow chesemanu.
హరే కృష్ణ. అందరూ ఫ్లవర్స్ని మహారాజుకు వేసేసి వెనక్కి వచ్చేయండి. ఇప్పుడు సంసారదావన గురువాష్టకం ప్రేయర్స్ పాడతాము.
ಸಂಸಾರದಾವಾನಲಲಿಢಲೋಕ ತ್ರಣಯ ಕಾರುಣ್ಯ ಘನ ಘನತ್ವಂ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಸ್ಯ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಗುಣಾರ್ಣವಸ್ಯ ವಂದೇ ಗುರು ಶ್ರೀ ಚರಣಾರವಿಂದಂ महाप्रभो कीर्तन नृत्य गीता वादित्रमाद्य मनसोरसेना रोमांचकं पाश्रुतरङ्गभाजो वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् श्री विग्रहाराधन नित्यनाना शृंगारतन्मार्जुनाद युक्तस्य भक्तांश नियुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् श्री राधिका माधवयरपा चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत प्रसाद स्वाद्वान तृप्तान हरिभक्त संघा स्वादन तृप्तान हरिभक्त संघा कृत्वैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव गुरो श्री चरणविन्दम् श्री राधिका माधवयरपारा माधुर्य लीला गुणरूप नाना प्रतिक्षण स्वादन लोलुपस्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् निकुंजयो नरति केलिसिथाय यायालिभिर्युक्तिरानन्द अपेक्षणीया तत्राति दाक्षादतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् साक्षाद्धरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भाव्यत एव सद्भिः किन्तु प्रभोर्या प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि ध्यायस्तु वांस्तस्य यशस्त्रीसन्ध्यम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम्
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते रोमपाद स्वामी इति नामिने नमो विष्णुपदाय नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पात्यात्यादिशतारिणे
టేబుల్స్ కావాలి అక్కడ ప్రసాదం పెట్టుకోవడానికి.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्ता वृंद
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.